Aaron Chen here, hope you're doing well. If you're watching this video right now, you might be doing some research on this particular software here. It's called Clickbank, okay? Now, you might have seen this on Warrior Plus, maybe you saw it on social media, maybe somebody sent you this link and you're looking at it. So over the next few minutes, I will review this software and then you can decide for you whether or not you want to invest your good, hard-earned money into this program or not, all right? So Clickbank, not to be confused with Clickbank, which is an affiliate marketplace, right? Clickbank is an affiliate marketing page building software that also automatically ranks your pages onto Google, which sounds pretty cool, right? So it's called the new web-based software, creates fully automated 100% done for you Clickbank affiliate sites that rank themselves on Google. I mean, that sounds really good. It sounds like you don't have to do much work, and anytime you hear something that sounds that good and sounds like you don't have to do any work, you need to run for the hills. Okay, that's the first thing that I would say, because most of the time either number one, it doesn't work at all, or it works but it doesn't work very well, and we'll talk about that a little bit later on inside of this review. Okay, so let me break this down for you. You can watch this here. It says that the launch is closed, but actually you can still buy it, all right? This is a Warrior Plus product, so you can just click on here, and the upfront is a monthly fee or one-time fee. You can just buy now. If you click through it, you'll see that you come onto the Warrior Plus page, all right? You can see at the top here, Warrior Plus, and you can complete the purchase, and it's $47, to actually get the product. It's per month, okay? It's a monthly software, okay? So let's break this down a little bit to see whether it actually works and whether this is worth your time. That's the most important thing, right? So I'm gonna go over here to the mind map, all right? So I've got 5 little things here. So it's an affiliate page builder software, right? The first thing that you need to understand is that it's not just gonna cost you $47 per month. Now it can, but they have 5 upsells, all right? 5 upsells. That's a lot of upsells, okay? And these are the upsells that they're going to try and get you into, all right? So the first one is Clickbank Pro, right? It's a $47 upsell. And what that allows you to do is it allows you to build unlimited sites. So with the current, if you pay $47 per month, you're limited on how many sites you can build. But if you pay an additional $47, then it unlimits you and you can build as many sites as you want, okay? So yeah, it's not too bad of an upsell, especially if you want to, really go heavy with this strategy and you want to just do a lot of different websites, then it's not too bad, right? Then the second upsell is called Easy Amazon Products. Is $27 per month, so it's going to add on top of your $47 per month, and basically this gives you the ability to pull Amazon product reviews into your websites. Okay, now this is only valuable if you decide that you want to sell Amazon products, right? But the question is why would you want to sell Amazon products? The commission on Amazon products is only 10%, is very, very low, all right? So imagine if you were to sell a $100 product, your commission is $10. It's very, very low, all right? So it's not a great strategy, okay? Very few people make a lot of money with the Amazon affiliate program. Don't get me wrong, Amazon's amazing, but they're not going to give you that much money just because of the nature of the beast, okay? So I think you're wasting a lot of your time and effort trying to sell Amazon products through websites like this, especially because the commission rate is just extremely low. So it's very unlikely that you will even use this upsell at all. So I think it's a little bit of a waste, okay? Done for you is the third upsell. It's $197, and the way that this works is, look, this software is meant to be, pretty much automated. You just tell the software what website you want to scrape, and it goes and builds the websites for you, and apparently it ranks it on Google as well. But if you're super lazy, like that means you don't want to do any work at all, they have a done for you service where they will actually use the software for you to build your websites, if that makes sense, okay? So basically you pay $47 a month, you pay an additional $197, and they will use your software license to build you your websites. You don't have to do anything at all, which means that they pick your niche markets, they pick the websites that you want to scrape, and they will build it out for you, okay? So again, it's a bit of a strange one, because if this is your business, you should want to do a little bit of work, okay? If you don't want to do any work at all, it's very unlikely that you will be successful with this software or with business in general. That's my real recommendation, okay? And so again, it's there for you. I mean, again, this is for like super lazy people, but that's kind of the third upsell, okay? I wouldn't necessarily use that upsell, but it's there for you, which is kind of cool. Fourth upsell is called the commercial license. It's one time $67, and basically it means that you can use this software on your client's website. So that means that if you wanted to create sort of like, quote unquote agency style business where you go out there and you say, hey, listen, I will, rank your affiliate sites for you, blah 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 blah. You pay $67 and you can go and use that and build other people's websites for them if that's something that you want to do. Okay, so again, I'll talk about why this is not great in a second, but it's there if you want to use it. I think this is just a way for them to earn extra money, to be honest. And then upsell number 5 is called agency license, $197, which means that you can resell Clickbank and make money if you want to do that. You can resell this entire suite of products and all the upsells for you to make money. Again, you'll see why I don't think number 4 and number 5 are great upsells, but they're kind of there. Okay, so you can see, if you want to just pay $47 per month, then you can do that. But if you want to buy a couple of these upsells, then it's going to cost you a little bit more. All right, so let's kind of open it up and show you how this actually works. So how does Clickbank, the software, actually work? Well, the way that it works is, you have a back office, you log in, and it basically asks you, a couple of questions like, what kind of website do you want to build? What niche market do you want to go after? And what websites do you want to scrape information from on the internet, so that we can go and build your website for you and do all the spinning of the articles so that Google doesn't know that this is a replicated website, and we'll try and rank you on Google, right? For particular keywords. So that's how it works. It scrapes content from other sites to make yours, and then it takes that information, it spins it so that it looks kind of unique, right? Quote unquote unique, so that Google can so that Google rank them, and people can actually find your websites. And when people find your websites, the idea is that people will read through your website and then buy the products on Clickbank that you link people to. Okay, that's the whole idea of this website. Now let me explain to you why this just is not true at all. It doesn't work, and I'll explain to you all that. But that's essentially what Clickbank is. It's a software that apparently, builds you websites and spins original content into your own content, so Google will think it's a unique site and will rank you. Okay, so that's essentially what they're trying to sell. So here are the pros of Clickbank. I've got here none. Okay, there are no pros. Usually I'll find a couple of pros, but with Clickbank, you'll see why I basically say that there's no benefit, because this is a software, all right? And when you buy software, it's supposed to just work, all right? You don't buy software that doesn't work, right? So here are the cons, okay? These are the cons. So first of all, I think that there are a lot of upsells. Okay, 5 upsells is a lot. Now, whether or not you buy the upsells is something completely different. I think that most of the upsells are kind of irrelevant, except for upsell number 1, which is basically building unlimited sites. If this software worked and you wanted to build unlimited sites, then upsell number 1 is pretty decent. Okay, upsell number 2 is not very good because people won't use it. It's not very effective. Done for you is only if you're like super lazy. Okay, and if you're super lazy, you shouldn't be building an internet business anyway, right? And you would very unlikely use it as a commercial product. Maybe you want to resell this, so upsell number 5 might be pretty useful for you as well. Okay, if you wanted to resell this product, but after this, you might not necessarily want to resell it. Okay, so 5 upsells is a lot. That's the first con. The second con I would say is that the reason why this software doesn't work very well, okay, is because you're going against the Google algorithm, right? So the whole point of building Clickbank is to try and build automated affiliate websites for you as a customer, all right, and to rank it on Google. That means that if someone was to type out a keyword phrase like Clickbank review, or how to make money online, or Canon 200D review, your website is meant to show up on the first page of Google and rank for the first, second, third, fourth, or fifth position, so that people can find your website, go through the content, and then purchase through your affiliate links on your website. That's what it's designed to do. Now, back in 2010, all right, when people were spinning a lot of content, and this is all the stuff that happens in the background, right? It was possible to do that. But since then, Google has updated the algorithm, just like Google updates the algorithm every single week. Okay, they're constantly updating their algorithm because they know that people create softwares like this, and they know that people are trying to game the Google algorithm, right? Now, Google is a multi-billion-dollar company. They're super smart, okay? They know exactly what they're doing. So Google came out with an update called the Hummingbird update, right? Where if you spin content, okay, it's called spun content, and I've spent money on very expensive spinners in the past, right? It doesn't work anymore, all right? Google is very, very clever. So the way that this software is supposed to work is they will scrape content from other people's websites, and they will change certain keywords to make it look like original content. But the problem is that when you actually read the content, spun content doesn't sound natural. It sounds very weird because all they're doing is they're subbing different words with another word, right? They're using synonyms and they're reconstructing sentences, right? Now, if you read spun content, especially when it's done automated, like you don't do it yourself, it's automated by like a robot. Most of the time, it doesn't sound it doesn't sound right. So when you read the paragraphs, it just sounds weird. Okay, so when someone lands on your website, they're not gonna buy because they're reading your website and it just sounds off. Does that make sense? It sounds like some robot wrote it, and the grammar is usually not very good and stuff like that, and some of the sentences just don't make sense. Okay, so if the content doesn't sound natural and it doesn't sound natural to Google, it's not going to rank. The other thing is that Google is very clever. It knows that you're scraping content from other websites, so that when it detects that it's not original content, that it's taken from other websites, they won't rank your website as high, or they might not rank your website at all, which is why I think that this software doesn't even work in the first place, or it doesn't work the way that it says it works. Okay, so that's a huge con, right? So these are the two things. Look, if you're buying a software for a certain result and it doesn't give that to you, then for me that is a bad product, right? And then the third thing, or the last thing I would say, is that people don't buy like this anyway. Okay, so if someone is searching for like Canon 200D, right? And they come across a website, right? They don't naturally just buy from the website just because they're searching for that thing, okay? The website has to do a lot more than just be a product review or just a bunch of content with an affiliate link. I hope that makes sense, okay? Because there's so many review products on the internet now, it's very rare that people will buy directly from that review website unless the review website is done extremely well. Does that make sense? So unless you've got lots of pictures of the product, you've got a video that explains the product, you've got, very well written articles and stuff like that, then yes, maybe sometimes people will buy from websites like that, okay? But for the most part, if it's a dinky little website where the sentences don't make sense and it doesn't have an in-depth review of a program, people aren't necessarily going to buy from that website. So people don't buy like this anyway. So again, these are some 5 very big cons that I think that you will struggle with if you decide to go with Clickbank. So that's my review, okay? I wouldn't necessarily use this program at all, because the reality is that a lot of the time people don't buy like this, and the product, because of the way that Google works now and because of the Hummingbird update, it's not going to get your websites onto the first page of Google anyway, which defeats the whole purpose of the product. Does that make sense? Okay, so that's what I would say. So listen, if you're here right now watching this review, first of all, I wouldn't use Clickbank. It's just a piece of software that I think is irrelevant. It's not going to work, especially every time you try and game the Google algorithm. That's like walking against a ferocious river. You don't want to do that, okay? Google is the river. It's like, barreling down on you, right? And they've got, hundreds, if not thousands of people working for them globally. They continually update their algorithm. So anytime you try and go against the Google algorithm or you're trying to game them, that's a game that you're just going to lose, okay? Especially if you're using automated software. There's a way to do it right, and there's a way to do it wrong, and this is the way to do it wrongly, all right? So I would say that you're better off learning how to do marketing properly. You're better off learning how to do this the right way instead of using automated software. Stop being lazy, all right? If you want to do internet marketing properly, you got to do it right. You have to learn real marketing. You have to learn how to build out a proper sales process. You have to learn how to pick great products. You have to learn how to create original content. And I know that sounds like a lot of work, right? But this is a business that you're trying to build, okay? Now, if you want to do it correctly, it's not going to take a huge amount of work, but is it going to take a little bit of work? Yes, because a real business is a real business. Look, if you're trying to earn, 5 figures, 6 figures, a month, you're going to have to, put in a little bit of effort, right? And so if you're here and you're trying to make money through affiliate marketing, you're like, Aaron, I want to learn how to do it properly. I don't necessarily want to use Clickbank. I just don't know how to do it, and I'm looking for a way to do it, and that's why I, came across your video and I was doing a Clickbank, a review, right? Or you were researching it, okay? So if you would like to learn how to do affiliate marketing properly, I would love to learn to teach you how to do that for free, okay? So all you have to do is just click the link right below this video, and I'll have a free training program that I'll send directly to your inbox, okay? All you have to do is click on that link. You'll see my website, enter your best email address, make sure you check your spam folder, and I'll send you a video where I basically break all of this down. How do you do all of this stuff properly? All right? How do you do affiliate marketing properly? How do you pick great products? How do you learn real marketing? How do you build out a proper sales process? And how do you realistically sell affiliate products properly without relying on all of these quote unquote automated softwares that don't actually deliver what they promise in the first place, okay? So listen, I hope you enjoyed this review. I hope to see you on the next page, and I wish you all the best in your business. Take care.